I'm asking Clay questions, and there's no use him telling us twice, so he might as well just show us right now. So what's going on here
All
with these
right.
tomatoes?
A week or so ago, you saw me take the suckers off the plant, and it looked like the plants were stripped. Now look, we got all these blossoms, and we have a Roma tomato, and it's doing really well. We can get right up close to it, dear, if we can. Right there's a nice Roma coming on, and you can, if Ruthie gets back, you can see just how much they've grown. I mean, I staked them up when they weren't even as high as the stakes. Now they're over top of the stakes.
Now, what's growing over here?
We have
Where is that?
a big boy tomato that's coming on.
Okay, and this is because you took the suckers off, right?
I took the suckers off, and the plants are able to feed the blossoms that they do have,
Okay.
instead of concentrating on growing suckers and limbs. You're still going to get suckers, but if you keep them under control and only allow the suckers that have got blossoms on them to come up, and you'll be fine. I mean, this one here was a sucker I broke off and stuck in the dirt, and you see it's still doing well. So is the one over on this side. This one here is even doing better. And it's got a blossom on it, see it? So I mean, it's not. And this is what I want to show you is a sucker. See this coming up between the two branches? But seeing this.
Where's the sucker? Okay.
This here is a sucker.
Okay.
All right. The reason I'm not busting that off is because it's at the top of the plant, and it'll continue to grow and become the main. This one will become the main branch of your tree, and these will be branches off your tree. So the branches off your tree have blossoms, and you'll have blossom coming up alongside the. So now see how this is growing away? I'll take and bring that over and put another bato clip up in this area.
Which a bato clip is one of these.
Is the little brown clips. And right now, the peppers stalks are usually good and stiff, but it doesn't hurt to stake them up. So I just use a stick. So when I get ready, I'll put a bato clip on there and just for the wind's sake, to keep the wind from knocking your plants around. But you can see we've got lots of peppers coming in on these.
And also, I just want to bring this up since
these are the Fulju jalapenos with no heat.
Since we're talking plants, Clay and I don't grow a lot of the things because we can get them too cheap at the food auctions. It's just silly.
Or the farmers markets.
At the farmers market, some things
the stuff that's going to be expensive are tomatoes and peppers. So if you can, and bok choy, believe it or not, to buy a bok choy in the store is $2.50 to $3 a head. And and look how easy it was to grow these things. They're doing really good. We're going to butcher one of these today so that we can have it for supper. And as you take them out, you replace them with a new plant, so that you're not killing off your whole harvest.
So then this is a sucker.
No.
That's a leaf.
Yeah, no, this in here between.
Okay.
These have all been picked off for the suckers, but you can see even these smaller plants, they got some nice blossoms on them. This needs to be, there's a sucker right here. See the sucker?
Okay.
My finger's touching right there?
All right.
That's a sucker. So you want to
and for those of
pinch that out, and now I'll stake this up and let this, because this one here wasn't staked up last week. It was only about this size last week.
Okay.
I'll stake this up and allow these to become as thick as those. We planted these at different stages so that when these are ready with tomatoes, these ones will just have tomatoes coming on. So we'll have tomatoes going from summer right on to fall. And when the last of the tomatoes are being harvested before we get our first frost or whatever, we'll pull the green ones off, and we'll use those green ones for fried green tomatoes, green tomato jam, and we'll go through some videos with that too and show you how to make your own jam out of green tomatoes and using jello flavorings, orange jello, raspberry jello, and making jam. And when you're done with that jam, you can't taste the difference between that and real berry jam. So each stage of this tomato harvest will be we'll use up everything except for the plants themselves. Now, when we're done, we can't give these plants to the animals because you're not supposed to be eating tomato leaves. So, because I've heard that they're poisonous, I'm not taking my chances with it. The fruit is not poisonous, so as everyone knows. We'll use everything on these, everything that fruits, whether it turns red or not, we'll be using by this fall.
And we'll be canning,
But we'll go through every step with you so that you can see.
so you can do it.
Yeah, and you saw that I'm not putting a lot of effort into this. Look at just a couple of weeds.
He works a full-time
I
job.
work a full-time job,
and he can come home and do this.
And after work or on the weekends, I can just go through and pick what little bit of weeds comes up.
This is a great thing for families, homeschoolers, anyone.
I'm not using a hoe, a rake. I'm not bending my back, crawling around to my knees, weeding a garden. I can spend and you can spend your weekends with your family. Go to the water park. Go to the state parks. Vacation, do whatever you want. Your plants have got water. You don't have to sit there and weed. I don't have to spend my whole Saturday weeding gardens. So.
And the water is that's just water that's extra.
That's
we're
just
using
rainwater.
Yeah, it's not hooked up to this.
I haven't even I've been so busy with other stuff, I haven't even had a chance to hook the water up. But I've only filled these troughs twice since I put this in the week before Mother's Day.
And we have to mention, what's today's date?
June
11th.
No, 13th.
So you can see the growth we have. And
I planted these Mother's Day, and the plants were only about this tall. And you can see how they get morning shade, and they get all the afternoon sun and evening sun they want, because the sun is almost over top of the barn now, and you can see it's starting to open this up. I still want to take some of these branches out, just so that we can get the sun in this area a little more.
So this is Clay and Ruthie with the Popel Backyard Farm. Tune in, subscribe, like, thumbs up.
We're going to do things and show you how we do it. Doesn't mean you've got to do it that way. But if you have the option you want to try one trough. Try one trough. You can have tomatoes, cucumbers, everything in one trough.
Okay.
And enjoy your summer and enjoy your gardening at the same time. Okay, this is Clay and Ruthie from Popel's Backyard Farm saying follow us, join us on YouTube, and thumbs up, and have a good day, and God bless.